Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Current Affairs MCQs. Let's start with previous day's practice question. The question was, regarding the Bureau of Indian Standards, consider the following statements. 1. It came into existence through an Act of Parliament in 1987 and aims to ensure harmonious development in standardization and quality assurance of goods and articles. 2. It works under the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option A, 1 only. The Bureau of Indian Standards came into existence through an Act of Parliament dated 26 November 1986 on 1st April 1987 and aims to ensure harmonious development in standardization and quality assurance of goods and articles. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It works under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Let's start today's session. The first question is, regarding Swachh Bharat Mission, Grameen, consider the following statements. 1. It was launched in 2014 by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs to accelerate the efforts to achieve universal sanitation coverage and to put focus on sanitation. 2. Govardhan scheme, a subcomponent of the Swachh Bharat mission, was launched by the Ministry of Jal Shakti and aims to boost farmers' income. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Swachh Bharat Mission Grameen, launched in 2014 by the Ministry of Jal Shakti, is a nationwide campaign to achieve universal sanitation coverage and to eliminate open defecation in rural areas. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. Govardhan scheme, a subcomponent of SBM, launched in 2018 by the Ministry of Jal Shakti, aims to increase farmers' income by converting biodegradable waste into compressed biogas. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, which of the following is a member of the European Free Trade Association? Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, Switzerland. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1 only, 1 and 2 only, 1, 2 and 3 only, or 1, 2, 3 and 4. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2, 3 and 4. The EFTA is the Intergovernmental Organization of Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway and Switzerland. It was founded by the Stockholm Convention in 1960. It aims to promote free trade and economic integration to the benefit of its 4 member states and their trading partners around the globe. Hence, option D is correct. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is, regarding Odysseus spacecraft, consider the following statements. 1. The spacecraft is scheduled for a landing on Jupiter in 2024. 2. The mission is part of the Artemis campaign. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option B, 2 only. Intuitive Mission's Odysseus spacecraft, a private Nova C lunar lander, is on its way to the moon after launching on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The spacecraft is set to land on the moon on 22nd February 2024. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The spacecraft carries 6 payloads for NASA under the CLPC initiative, testing new technologies and scientific instruments. The mission aims to become the first American spacecraft to land on the moon in over 50 years. The last time an American spacecraft landed on the moon was in 1972 with Apollo 17. The mission is part of NASA's Commercial Lunar Payload Services initiative and Artemis campaign. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, regarding the Convention on the Conservation of Migratory Species of Wild Animals, consider the following statements. 1. It is popularly known as the Bonn Convention. 2. It lays the legal foundation to conduct conservation measures on a global scale. 3. India has signed a legally binding Memorandum of Understanding with CMS on the conservation and management of Siberian cranes. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, or 1, 2 and 3? The correct answer is option A, 1 and 2 only. It is an intergovernmental treaty under the UNEP, that is United Nations Environment Programme, popularly known as Bonn Convention. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It was signed in 1979 and in force since 1983. India has also been a party to CMS since 1983. It aims to conserve terrestrial, marine, and avian migratory species throughout their range. It lays the legal foundation to conduct conservation measures on a global scale. Hence, statement 2 is correct. India has signed a non-legally binding Memorandum of Understanding with CMS on conservation and management of Siberian cranes, marine turtles, dugongs, and raptors. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, regarding Lakshadweep Island, consider the following statements. Lakshadweep, comprising 36 islands, is the largest union territory of India. 2. It comes directly under the control of centre through an administrator. 3. The entire Lakshadweep group of islands has been declared as an organic agricultural area. How many of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none. The correct answer is option B, only 2. India's smallest union territory, Lakshadweep, is an archipelago consisting of 36 islands with an area of 32 square kilometer. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. It is a uni-district union territory and comprises 12 atolls, 3 reefs, 5 submerged banks, and 10 inhabited islands. All islands are 220 to 440 km away from the coastal city of Kochi in Kerala, in the Emerald Arabian Sea. It is directly under the control of the centre through an administrator. Hence, statement 2 is correct. There are 3 main group of islands. Amindevi Islands, that is northernmost islands, Lakshadweep Islands, and Minicoy Islands. All are tiny islands of coral origin and are surrounded by fringing reefs. The capital is Kavaratti, and it is also the principal town of the Union Territory. Organic agricultural area. The entire Lakshadweep group of islands has been declared as an organic agricultural area under the Participatory Guarantee System of India. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, regarding the Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021, consider the following statements. 1. It allows the right to surrogacy to married, widowed, and single women. 2. It bans commercial surrogacy, which is punishable with a jail term of 10 years and a fine of up to Rs 10 lakhs. 3. The law allows only altruistic surrogacy where no money exchanges hands and where a surrogate mother is genetically related to those seeking a child. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none. The correct answer is option B, only 2. Under the Surrogacy Regulation Act 2021, a woman who is a widow or a divorcee between the age of 35 to 45 years or a couple, defined as a legally married woman and man, can avail of surrogacy if they have a medical condition necessitating this option. It doesn't allow single women the option of surrogacy. Hence, statement 1 is not correct. The intended couple shall be a legally married Indian man and woman. The man shall be between the ages of 26 to 55 years, and the woman shall be between the ages of 25 to 50 years and shall not have any previous biological, adopted, or surrogate child. It also bans commercial surrogacy, which is punishable with a jail term of 10 years and a fine of up to Rs 10 lakhs. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The law allows only altruistic surrogacy where no money exchanges hands and where a surrogate mother is genetically related to those seeking a child. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is, regarding the Tungabhadra river, consider the following statements. 1. Varada river and Hagri river are two of its major tributaries. 2. It flows through the states of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Which of these statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Tungabhadra is a major river in the South Indian peninsula. The name is derived from the merging of two rivers, Tunga and Bhadra. Varda river and Hagri river are two of its major tributaries. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It flows through the states of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, regarding the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, that is Quad, consider the following statements. 1. It is a strategic forum consisting of the United States, Japan, India, and Australia. 2. Recently, the Secretariat of the Quad was inaugurated in New Delhi. Which of these statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. It is a strategic forum consisting of the United States, Japan, India, and Australia. Hence, statement 1 is correct. All four nations find a common ground of being democratic nations and also support the common interest of unhindered maritime trade and security. It aims to ensure and support a free, open, and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. The Quad is a loose grouping rather than a formal alliance. It does not have a decision-making body or a secretariat, or a formal structure like NATO or the United Nations. Hence, statement 2 is not correct. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, regarding the PM-Kisan scheme, consider the following statements. 1. The scheme entails the direct transfer of Rs 6,000 annually distributed in 3 equal parts to the bank accounts of all landholding farmers regardless of their land size. 2. It is a central sector scheme with 100% funding from the Government of India. 3. It is being implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare. How many of the statements given above is or are not correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none. The correct answer is option D, none. The scheme entails the direct transfer of Rs 6,000 annually distributed in 3 equal parts to the bank accounts of all landholding farmers regardless of their land size. Hence, statement 1 is correct. It is a central sector scheme with 100% funding from the Government of India. Hence, statement 2 is correct. It is being implemented by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare. Hence, statement 3 is correct. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. The last question is, regarding the defense attaché, consider the following statements. 1. It is a term encompassing personnel from all armed services, with larger countries potentially appointing attachés to represent specific service branches like the Air Force or Navy. Defense attaché is a military representative stationed at an embassy representing their country's defense establishment abroad with diplomatic status and immunity. 3. India has the largest number of defense attaché in the world. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none. The correct answer is option B, only 2. DA is a generic term that covers personnel from all branches of the armed services, although some larger countries may appoint an attaché to represent an individual service branch, such as an Air Force or Naval attaché. Hence, statement 1 is correct. A defense attaché is a member of the armed forces who serves in an embassy as a representative of his or her country's defense establishment abroad and, in this capacity, enjoys the diplomatic status and immunity. Hence, statement 2 is correct. Currently, India has 64 military attachés abroad, but this number may increase to 70, which is seen as insufficient given the country's expanding interest, especially when compared to China, which has attachés in over 110 countries, the UK with about 145 attachés, and the US with even more. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Now it's the time for practice question. The question is, Sea Space, which was recently seen in the news, is first ever government-owned OTT platform in Kerala, a weather forecasting satellite launched by the ISRO, a UAV launched by the DRDO, or none of the above. Send the answer to this question in the comment section. Like, share and subscribe for more such content. Thanks for watching.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.